Here we are tonight, sitting in the remnant of what was my sukkah for the last time. And finally, after 8 days of living in my sukkah and eating and sleeping, I finally have an answer to a question that was bothering me for the holiday. The Talmud refers to sukkah as a mitzvah kala, an easy mitzvah. Well, anyone before the holiday had to look for an esrog, a lulav. It costs money. Then you got to build a sukkah and move outside your house, deal with all the elements and by the schach and the lights and the pictures, and then we have to be mahader it, beautify it, because sukkah, of course, with this idea of beautifying a mitzvah, of being mahadrin, because the eitz pri hadar, the esrog is referred to as to make a hitter mitzvah, to beautify it. So you're beautifying it, it costs money, you're outside. What's easy about that? And then I finally realized in the middle of sukkah, I'm sitting there with my family, friends, under the skies, and I'm like happy, the simplicity of living outside, away from the trappings of all those elements, those materialistic things that bog us down and block our relationship with ourselves, block our relationship sometimes with our family, and of course to Hashem. And there's this liberation, the neshama comes out, it's man simchasenu, and you're outside like camping out with Hashem and your family, and you're camping out with yourself. You finally feel yourself out here. It's beautiful. It's a mitzvah kala. It's easy. We thought it was so hard. It's easy. Anyone just sit in a sukkah and just breathe and feel it. It's one of the easiest mitzvahs to do. I finally realized that. This idea of being mahadrin something. We gave beauty to something so simple. What an incredible message to take outside of the holiday of sukkah into the winter months. There was a rabbi visiting a balabas recently in New York trying to raise money for yeshiva. And after about 15-20 minutes, the Rosh Yeshiva was talking to this balabas. He had no interest in giving this rabbi any money. He finally realized, I'm going to cut my losses. Got a long way drive back to Lakewood. He asked the balabas, can I get a cup of coffee before I head off, to the road? Balabas jumps out of his seat, goes, coffee. Suddenly his face lights up. He goes, I have Turkish coffee, an espresso, double espresso, cappuccino. I got 4 different types of machines. Rabbi, what would you like? I love this. I love coffee. And the rabbi's like, I don't really care. Just something with caffeine and sugar and a little bit of milk. I'm good to go. See, people give hiddur. People beautify certain things in life. They don't necessarily need hiddur. Reupholstery our car, a new iPhone, the furniture in our house, a new suit, cufflinks, new shoes. How much things do we give hiddur to? It teaches us just beautify the simple things in life. That's the hiddur mitzvah that we can do to help our relationship with Hashem. Where do we see in this week's Parsha, Parshas Beresheis, the idea of a hiddur mitzvah? How do we connect sukkah into the Parsha Beresheis? 2 brothers, Cain and Hevel. We see that Cain offers a korban to Hashem. He gives it from the fruit of the land, the pri hadama, which today we'd sort of translate into maybe last night's Chinese food, a chicken cutlet, something very plain vanilla. And Cain, of course, and Hevel sees what his brother does and says, I'm going to bring a bechoros tzeincha. I'm going to bring from the best of my flock. Serves up a big 16-ounce New York strip. Hashem, of course, turns to Hevel, not to Cain. We know the story. Cain ends up killing Hevel. In our life, we have many opportunities to bring korbanos, right? You say a prayer, Shemona Esrei. Are you going to send that piece of paper to the heavens with your thumb marks on it, a pizza stain on it? I just got through first bracha. I'm Yotzi. The rest are just going to fly through. Osei Shalom, and then I'm out of it and back on my iPhone. Or when we dress, or when we walk, and when we smile, and we talk. So many korbanos, so many offerings to Hashem. Let's take this message of hiddur mitzvah to elevate ourselves, to beautify in the simplicity of just connecting with Hashem, not get involved with the trappings of the outside world, the trappings that we create for ourselves, that we're able to take this idea of hiddur, take this idea of mitzvah kala, and just to enjoy the simplicity of life, simplicity of our relationships with Hashem, with our family and friends. Perhaps that's the message as we enter into these winter months, the message of Cain and Hevel, to bring the best that we can to Hashem. And that message hopefully will take us through the winter months, and that we can hold on to the spirit of Sukkah. A good Shabbos.